Welcome to the Oh Yeah podcast. And tonight we got one of the biggest names in backyard wrestling history. His name is the Bad Reed. And right now, when he comes aboard, I cannot wait to see what is gonna happen tonight on the Oh Yeah podcast. It's gonna be great. I'm ready to get into the podcast. One fourth of 2016. So I am out. And I also having one of the greatest BYWs of all time. We're gonna talk about his journey into BYW and how talk his journey into how actually becoming a pro wrestler right now. Gonna be a very great night in my opinion. He is actually one of my favorite as a lot of people. He is one of the very best, one of the best athletes. It's gonna be great. Can't wait. I really can't. Send him a link. He should be coming on in a little while. And just hell. Just what's up, South or BWE? Like I just said, going good, going good. And also, what's up, DTW Wrestling? How's it hanging? So, I might only get Bad Read for only 10 to 20 minutes tonight on this podcast, but just to pick his brain, gonna be very interesting to say the least. It'll be a very fun night at Pit. Hell, also gonna promote like after he leaves, then I'm gonna talk about another thing I'm doing for BYW in January or February. See, can I try to get home? Stay here in the elite. Nah, man, I'm not DTW. Nah, I'm not from Texas, but I'm from the great state of Mississippi. A very lonesome downhill in little Mississippi, but still gonna be a great show. Fuck, just my mad cluster fuck right now, but this is gonna be a great podcast, to say the least. To say the very least. And nice. Thanks, I guess. You game on BS right now. Right now, the one, the only, the Bad Reed on here right now. But he will probably be joining soon. So, man, looking forward to seeing this awesome edition of the Oh Yeah podcast. As am I. I cannot wait. Can't wait to see what the hell I'm gonna do tonight. Very interesting show for ya. Right now, you're having some technical difficulties. Try to send the link again. Shoot. Mm-mm-mm. Can you send a link? No. God dang. Okay. Let me. Shit. Okay. Shoot. Like I said, y'all can ask me some questions right now. So, fuck it. Yeah. Try and get the show on the way. Like I said, hope this is going to me. This is how it's gonna be a great podcast. Still trying. So many the link won't send. Okay, hopefully this works. I did my cocaine. I'm playing. I'm not. I didn't do no cocaine, but okay. Uh, shoot, we gonna pick his brain tonight. How we gonna pick how one of the greatest BYWs of all time, and what gonna transpire beyond. I had no idea what gonna happen tonight. Hope right now to try and get him. Mm-hmm. I know you like my singing because I got the swag for you, swag for you. Okay, let me see. Guess he ain't on here yet, but still trying to see. Hopefully he comes on tonight. Huh. Better ask him something. See. I'm gonna try. Let me see something. I'm gonna try to put some music on for you. The BYW universe might not be the music y'all like, but gonna put this down here so y'all can listen to it. But don't know how it's gonna sound, but. What if the hunger was missing? What if the passion was gone? If we truthfully speaking never saw it last and it's slow. If the words didn't rhyme, what would I do for a living? But I've been there for so long, I figure I'm due for some living. They only see the effects, never pay no mind to the gods. But thinking it's so complex, simplicity can get lost. What if everybody was real and I wasn't surrounded by frauds? The moral in that is so priceless just cause I know what it costs. Looking back, damn near every problem I had it. Never got them retracted, I combated problematic. Every problem of an addict, but that's just the way the cards fell. Heartfelt, but can you be cheated if God dealt? Fuck shit, only regret that I had is ever being regretful. I mean, they all try to kill me. None of them was successful. A few I knew for some years, some never met me and tried. But you can't kill nothing that's ready to die. They say I'm in my own way, and that's fine. I'm just living my own way, like I can't die. They can move my heart, my soul, and my take is still the air I breathe and the ground that up. No way, let them all try. That's how it feels to be immortal. That's how it feels to be Okay, just sent the link, and now hopefully we can get him. Now, hopefully we can get him. Hoping. Okay, now we got him. What's up, Bad Lee?
Going on, buddy?
Uh, all right. Do you got any catfishes?
Do I got any catchphrases? You want to
Yeah.
know? I've had many different ones, over the past
I,
2 years.
all right. That's not a question. But it's not a question. I want you to say what are you feeling at this moment? Say a catfish that you like, or one of your favorites. One. Say it because they have we always open the OYO podcast with mad catfish and the guest catfish usually. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, so one of my favorite catchphrases was I used it probably like a year ago, and I said, "I'm the bad read, and I am better than the best." And the one I use now is, it's what I've been using recently. I'm the bad read, and I don't lose.
And my name is Mr. Oh yeah, Mr. Fighting for Gold, Mr. Still your spotlight, and tonight we got a very special guest, and that is the Barry. Now going to Broadway on Trill. Uh, Tonight, you're one of my I done said on the podcast so many times like Barry one of my favorites, and tonight like I'm starved for like I was starved Scott when Seth Matt was on here, when DRW disaster was on here, when Bro Count was on here. Now this is just adding onto another one of my top guys in BYW, and I'd just like to thank you for making what the BYW community is right now. You and KBW, just so thanks for making BYW what it is today.
No, I didn't.
Okay, how did you start? How did you start your company BEW? Baby.
Um, I started it in like April or March of 2013. It was fun. Um, one second, give me a second. No, I didn't. I didn't. Why are you yelling?
Okay, we had a little technical difficulties, but
Why are you yelling?
I mean, let's
I didn't do it.
see. Robert Stevenson's.
All right, you get to see my crazy mom yell at me.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. So what let me think. I started it. Started in 2013, March 2013, with Extreme Wolverine. We had many different people, man. Because we had a company named OTW before BW started, and there was another OTW, so we changed it to BW, and we went on from there, and we haven't changed it since. It was, I mean, honestly, I wasn't as good as I am now.
I want to know right now like I believe BW coming back, but are y'all coming back because there'll be some date changes? Are y'all coming back?
Yeah, we are. It's just that working schedules and stuff. It's been tough, but we're gonna work it out, and it's gonna happen. We're not gonna leave you guys high and dry. It's gonna happen.
Cause I saw his name Suicide Bomber. He been promoting the fuck out of BW. He said it coming, it's coming.
Yeah,
So and he also one of the a very great techno wrestler in his own rights too. Also, how long was your first match? If you remember, you posted on YouTube. What was the first match you did?
Um, I don't remember how long my first match was. It was probably like 13, 14 minutes long. My first match, I think I remember facing the very first match I had was against Lights Out. No joke. It was in the back. It was on the deck of JB Daniel and Suicide Bomber's house. It was hilarious. We were both super little, and we thought we knew what we were doing. It was pretty funny because we didn't know anything. Well, we just watched it and we were just like, all right, we're gonna go out here. We're gonna try and do it. We're hitting each other, not even hitting each other. It was and punches hitting your chest and stuff. It was hilarious, man. But then it was fun. We recorded it. I don't know if we still have that footage. It was so long ago. It was like 2012. So
Uh, it's is it? I think I know what deck you're talking about, but I ain't for sure. Like, is it low or high?
it's low. It's the one that we did BW the last season. Not the big backyards like the closer to the end of the season where we did it, but I'm talking about that small backyard where we came out the shed. It's that same deck that's on the side of it. You
Yeah.
can
Oh, yeah. Gee, man, the last episode BEWDN. I remember watching. Like, damn. Like like that whole night was very great. Not a lot of BYW events can compete with that. Very few comes to mind. But what was like what was it like in your last match at BW, or what we thought about to be your last match at BW versus the Rising Star? How
honestly
did how,
that day
oh,
moment I thought it was gonna be my last match with B. I was thinking like I'm gonna jump ship to AGW. I'm gonna start this, and I'm just gonna be general manager. I'm gonna run the place, and I'm gonna be the CEO. I don't wrestle. I'm gonna run the place, and I'm gonna do this that I can do. With running the place without wrestling, you know what I'm saying? I try to do that. So that's what I did. And then, just the love for wrestling eventually got me in the ring or the trampoline wrestling again. And then,
and thank God you got back to wrestling. 'Cause, like, that was that guy who just came to AGW Knit fought you, and I said, Badly, you gotta face that motherfucker. 'Cause when I heard that match out of Kane True, I was like, I'm gonna set back and just enjoy BYW again. And that match was phenomenal. BS the way it ended, but it was still a phenomenal match.
all right.
Uh, also, see, how is the role life for you right now? Trying to become a pro wrestler.
Oh, man, it's awesome. It's awesome, man. It's so much fun. It's like restarting wrestling all over again. It's harder. It's harder
How
work.
does bumps? I want to know how the bumps is.
Oh man, if you're anywhere like 180 pounds or less, it's gonna hurt. Like hurts, but it's worth it. Like, but your adrenaline pumps and your adrenaline's going. So when you're wrestling, you don't really recognize it until after the match. You're sore a day later. And you're like, you wake up, you got to take some pain medicine, ibuprofen
just
or something.
just like in what called football, like, you don't know when time you hot, but out of the game, you're like, God, what
Right.
the hell? Like I can't hopefully one day I can become. I'm gonna try to go train. Where are you training at right now? By the way,
I'm training at a place called WWA. It's World Wrestling Alliance, and it's in Central City, Kentucky. It's about an hour and a half away from Louisville, Kentucky.
how could you find a place like that? Oh, I want to know. Cause I'll be looking up and I cannot find a place like that.
That's the thing. I know I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm like 20 minutes, not even 20, like 10 or 15 minutes away from OVW. I do know that I went and watched the wrestling there, and really as impressed as I should have been. It just like it wasn't as good as I thought it should have been, but I mean it's still good. And the trainers, the money that put into that is ridiculous. You got to go and get a wrestling license, which is like bucks altogether. Well, no, it's like depending, it's like 60 or 70 bucks for wrestling license. You got 40 for your physical. Then you gotta go. You gotta pay a fee for doing that. You gotta mail it. It's all kind of crap to it, but it's worth it. And the training in OVW is like 2,000 for the beginners class and 3,000 for the advanced. It's crazy. $3,000. That's ridiculous. So I was looking. I was just like, all right, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm gonna look and see if I can find any places within like 150, 200 miles away from me, and I found Central City. I found WWA, and I was like, it's familiar. And I seen that it was only 120 miles away from me. So I looked it up. I contacted bookers, the head people in charge there. I was like, I'm interested in training. I've been looking for wrestling school for about a year now. And he told me that you come down to our next show. You can have a tryout, see how you do. Tried out, blew it out the water, did a great job. Then back trained for about another month and a half. He was interested in me. He liked my mic skills. So this show, the last show that everybody's seeing on Facebook, Twitter is I, they put me in a man group, and it's kind of like a newer version of the Nation of Domination, and I'm more of the mouthpiece because they put three black guys together, and both the guys I'm with are really freaking good wrestlers. But I'm not necessarily, I don't know on the mic wise, and I wasn't that good on the mic. But ever since I've gotten WWE, I've been scripting out my promos and practicing more in the mirror. And that's people that can't cut promos. Get in the mirror and practice. It may look stupid, but it works. It helps out a lot, and it's about attitude. He taught my trainer. He was like, it's about attitude and attitude, facial expressions. It's just you got to sell your promos to the fans. You can't just talk to them. Oh, blah 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 blah. This happened, that happened. I'm gonna kick your butt. No, you gotta get into it. You gotta tell a story in your promos, and you gotta make people believe. And that's what he told me, and that's what I've been doing. And I'm just waiting, to finish training so I can actually get out there. I'm gonna be in a team. I'm in a trio right now, but I'm gonna be in a tag team. So
It,
be about, and I'll be in there. But it's gonna be fun. Like all the people that I thought didn't support me, I was afraid to tell people about wrestling, because I thought that they would judge me for it. You know what I'm saying? But once that they see me go to the next level, everyone support me. Even the people that I thought was gonna make fun of me about it, I showed them, and people messaged me, oh, I know I joked on you about in the past for doing the backyard wrestling stuff, but you're actually, I believe you can make it. You can do big things, and I support you. Blah blah blah. It's just a lot of people. It's really good to have everyone on your side. Even my mom. My mom hates it. My mom hates me doing it. She doesn't do, but she thinks I'm addicted to it. She thinks it's like a drug. It's kind of true. It is, but she supports it now, and she's kind of growing on it, and she's kind of like dealing with it. She'll say something every now and then about it. And I'm sorry for talking your head off, dude, but it's a really
no,
touchy.
if that, in my opinion, that was the guest supposed to do on the podcast. I better go look for something, one of your treats about you at an event, and I want to just say it out loud. 'Cause I remember seeing it, and I was, I was laughing. I wasn't laughing hard, but I was smiling so fucking hard when I read that. But I try can't remember I can't remember all the way, but I'm gonna look for it. Shoot, what did I see? Shoot. Alright, damn. Try to find this. It was like how some white how the white man tried to halt us once again. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. I remember seeing that. I was like, God dang it! Like I was just smiling. Like to me, you seem like a very real guy, and like you ain't scared to say what you want to say, and that might respect the hell out of you. And I also want to talk about AGW, what happened. I got a guy who basically not created it, but made it very popular in just a short notice of time. What happened though? What happened? You just didn't like it no more being there, or what?
It wasn't me not necessarily liking it. I loved it. I loved the idea of it. Me, Andrews, and Mike Sane, we came up with the idea of it. Andrews came up with the name. I had the idea of doing it, bringing all the best people from Ohio, myself. I remember, I know I had to drive the most. I remember I had to drive for almost 4 hours each time I went down there. It's about $60, $70, $80 max I spent down there every time. That's once a month or every 3 weeks or 2 weeks, whatever it was. And it was fun, dude. The first time I went down there, I had so much fun, man. It went great. It was a great experience to have people who are as good as like who are. I'm not gonna sit on here and be like, oh, it's fun to have people that was just as good as me because I'm awesome. No, it was people as good as on my level in wrestling and not having to carry people like I usually do. But of course, I mean, I was more of a veteran to some of the people, and some of the matches I did have to be a ring general in, and that wasn't the fault or the reason of me leaving at all. But the reason for me leaving was because certain people stepped out of line, and my goal in AGW was to make everyone better, to make everyone a name, to try and make a name, help people make a name for themselves. I'm getting tongue tied right now, my bad. Um, that was my goal, and I felt like they were trying to rebel against me when I was trying to help, and I felt like everyone was it seemed like they always wanted to rebel. Like that was just like one of the things. They just wanted to be the rebel, and that sucks when you're trying to help people out and they're trying to go against you to try and seem cool. Oh, we're all going against the high and mighty battery. It wasn't like that at all. I'm trying to help everyone. I always tried to put myself in situations where I would help people. And granted, I did remember a time where I was like, all right, I want to win the title because I want to face Andrews. I want to be a heel. I want to face Andrews. I want to put him over. I want to make him look better because I knew that I could do that. I knew that I could get a lot of people to hate me. And I know that if people hate me, they're going to love Andrews. And if I have the title and Andrews is a face going up against me, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I want Andrews to kick Barry's teeth in, maybe beat him. And that was the objective. And I wanted Andrews to beat me for the title. I've been for like 2 years. I've been trying to get him to beat me for a championship, even in BW, AGW, but it just got shortcutted every time. And in AGW, after that, they were like, "Oh, Reed, just." Mike Sane texted me. He was like, "You know what? Screw you. Enjoy the limelight once again." Blah blah blah. Like, man, I mean, I can understand that, but this was a new start for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Just because, I mean, Mike Sane's won more titles than me. DDZ's won more titles than me. CTW, CTS, I mean, and Aaron Andrews probably won more titles than me. It was just they were mad that I've already made a name for myself, and most of them didn't, and I was putting myself in the spotlight. I guess that's what I'm guessing that they were mad about. But
Like you look at how that really wasn't a lot of big names down at AGW. They had you, how was his name, Jack Andrews. Uh, and to me that about it. They had a couple more guys who were kind of big but not that known. Like but like when you got there, like you helped out so many guys, like Mark Vivid, I believe that's his name, and
yeah,
like when I saw Nick Virtue, I knew that guy he gonna make it, and
yeah,
I'm still waiting for that match, you and him. Cause to me, that if y'all ever do, if y'all hook up again in a trampoline wrestling ring, whatever, that's gonna be an epic class in my opinion. Cause he just like you, very great on the mic, but you don't know who will be a heel or not because I think both of y'all like being kind of heelish. But also, how you been watching BYW lately?
I got to see most of the APW and UWE cross brand, and Corey Graves and Rick Rios tore the house down. I really enjoyed their match. They put each other to to hell and back. It was a good match, really good back and forth, and they told a story. And in backyard wrestling, a lot of people, they really rely on, oh, let's just try and make this look like an all-star match, and let's just do ridiculous moves on each other. But when you sit down and you tell a story, that's the thing that I enjoy most about wrestling, the storytelling. The moves are great, the big moments are awesome, but telling a story is the biggest part of wrestling. And you look at it in a different perspective when you start getting trained, and when you get that knowledge from your pro trainers, and when they tell you all this stuff, and you start to see backyard wrestling differently. And that's why I'm done wrestling. I'm done with backyard wrestling. I'm not wrestling anymore. I'm strictly gonna probably be general manager for BEW. But we got so much talent in BEW now that I don't think they need me anymore. I'm just gonna show my face. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. But I'm just gonna show my face here and there. But
I mean, no, you done. In my opinion, nobody can be mad at. They can't talk bad about you. Or be mad about what happened. Cause you're just doing you, and now it's time to take not step back because you become a pro wrestler now. That
yeah,
you want joining into that, and now you becoming hopefully you become a household name, and whatever brand you do, what company you go to, hopefully you make it one day. Cause I would love to see that. Also, what called Cage versus the Battery in that match too. My bad. Cage versus Battery too. In that match still gonna happen.
here's the kink to that. People think that it's gonna be Cage versus the Bad Reed. Cage versus the Bad Reed is not happening, and it's sad, but because it's gonna be Fuego del Sol versus Brother Reed, and we're gonna do it in a professional wrestling ring. It's not gonna be done on a trampoline. This is gonna be a pro wrestling match.
Right. That just add another element to a,
Yeah,
hey not
and
even really that long of a rivalry, but to a great. It gonna be a great match. Bar none. It gonna be amazing in my opinion. Also, I want to talk about the BEW network. I ain't bad bought it yet, but if I had some money, I'll. Cause like that, what call that, joining role life type thing you doing. Like
um,
I watched a couple minutes of that, and I can't watch the whole thing, but I watched a couple minutes. I was like, damn, like if I could put some money into it, level, I would love to. But like, I watched it, it gave me a feeling like he he doing it. He gonna make it. He leaving BYW and going on to the indie scene, and I can't wait to see what you do and what hopefully shut up critics about you, and hopefully you make it someday. This is gonna also about to wrap it up. Unless you don't want to, I still got a couple more questions, but you say you were leaving 10 or 20, but you want to still be on?
throw me the
Or you
rest of
want?
your, throw me the rest of your questions. I'm not gonna leave you high and dry like that, man. You wanted Bad Reed on here.
All right. Uh,
I
who
want
was the best uh, AGW guy besides you? Are you gonna say egocentric wise, not character wise, like you being the best, Baby? Who was the second top guy at AGW?
See, that's the crazy thing about it, man. It is so hard to decide that because the talent was they were all so good. Like everyone was neck and neck in competition to each other. That's what I loved about AGW. You couldn't really say, "Oh, Battery's just a mile better than everyone else," or "Jack Andrews is a mile better than everyone else." You can like when who's the best guy in AGW? You think about it, you're like, "Ooh, that's a good one." Oh, I probably have to say the Battery, but it's a hard choice. It's a hard choice because so much talent in AGW. That's what I like about AGW. And if it didn't go the way it went, AGW would be very successful right now. I just wish it would have, turned out differently, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
The guy that I think that's second best behind me, I'd have to say a Suin Vanguard. And the reason why I'd say that is because I'd probably say it because he reminds me 100% of myself about a year ago before I faced Cage. That's why I think he's, the second best behind me. I think he's the best guy, not including myself. He's got talent, and he knows wrestling. A lot of people are just talented or athletic or can do that and do that, or single dimensional. Um, but he's got it all. He can talk, he can wrestle, he knows wrestling. He knows how to tell a story in a match. He knows how to write a match. He knows how to carry a match. He knows how to be in a match with someone that's not as good as him and make them look good. That's what the biggest part of wrestling is to me. And
You probably make how look just as good as you. You don't probably how hot they don't and they don't probably mess you up. You probably do your very best so you don't make sure you don't look bad, but also don't make yourself don't make the other person look terrible. You want it to be equal. Like
yeah, I feel
shoot,
you.
man.
I
Yeah.
mean, I know people knew how good I was, and I didn't really have to prove anything to anyone, but to prove that the talent that I was working with was awesome too. And that's why I always lost. Like when I lost to Virtue, I wanted Virtue to have a name. I lost to Vanguard. I wanted Vanguard to get some credibility for beating me. I wanted Mort Vivid to get some credibility for beating me. You know, and if we did a Royal Rumble and no one got to see it, I don't know if you guys want to see it now, but I think I still have it.
I mean, we can love to see that. I saw what called on B-Day channel. Y'all have some type of I forget what company it was from. It was inside some type of outside wrestling ring. And that match was very entertaining too. Like very good.
Um, what's I gonna say? Oh, BW's returning. Uh, I didn't answer that question, but it's gonna return. I'm not sure when, but this month, of course, it's gonna return. We're planning to do it within the next couple of days. I want you guys to really see this. It's gonna be a lot better. Um, Limited on the roster, smaller roster, but I can assure you that the content, the editing, the quality is gonna be a lot better than it was before. And that's really it, man. What other questions you have?
Uh, really see one of my favorite guys in BW, A. Owens back.
That's a good question. I've been, talking to him lately. We made him a T-shirt. He likes it a lot, but he left BW because I was going to AGW and he was really mad at me about that. So I have to talk to him still about it. We're on talking terms again, but he'll be back. It's not when, it's not if, but it's when, or where he's gonna be back. It when and where is he gonna come back is what's the question. He'll be there though.
Man, can't really see him. Cause I don't know why like and what call him backyard wrestling. I tend to love the little guys, and like every time you see like if they can put on a match, every time it do best. Then go. Usually, the guy cannot put on a match because they don't really know how to confront the match. But they like A.I. Owens, he was one of the first little guy that caught my attention. He what's his name? Black Crow had some great matches, and now and also a couple more little guys. We had a little guy, but he left because he got older and he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to be a kid no more and BYW. That like in DRW, Tad Bridges, another great little guy. I tend to like the little guys a little more, but they're always that main guy like yourself and that carries the show and what really made BEW a household name kind of for YouTube. Uh, Also, there have been a lot of what called people on Twitter making top 5 matches, fantasy matches. You could have top 5 fantasy matches. Who would they be?
I put one on there, but it was pro wrestlers. So I'm gonna do backyard wrestlers. I really do want to step in the ring with Ellis Taylor. Uh, the guy talks a lot of smack, and that's what I like most about him. He's good and he talks a lot of smack, so I really want to face him. That's one guy. I don't have a particular order. I'm not picky like that. I just have my 5 or 6 that I want to face. Another guy, so it might be a surprise to people, but it's Cody Rex. I feel that I could work really well with him, and I could teach him a lot of stuff that I know because he's young and he's good. But you know, it's hard to explain because when I was younger, when I was in backyard wrestling, I was good, but I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. So I wasn't didn't make as good of decisions that I would make now. So I kind of want to help him expand his knowledge, face him. Definitely put him over. Um, that's 2 guys. Yeah, I think there's 2. Another guy is Brother Cam.
Yeah.
For the longest amount of time, and I would really like to step in there with him because I like how aggressive he is. I like how athletic he is. So get to step in there with someone that possesses the same attributes as you do. It's something you would want to do for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
Another guy would be Drew Hood. Yeah, I do. And I've always wanted to face him. It's been, I've been trying to face him for years. That's definitely a match I want to happen. I'd face anyone in backyard wrestling. I'm not picky like that, but these are guys that really, come to mind when right off the top of my head, when I think about who I want to face. I would say Cage is number one, but it's already happened, and it's going to happen in a pro ring. So I'm talking about backyard wrestlers right now. And another guy that I want to face, I posted recently on Twitter. Said I had a dream. Had a weird dream, man. I had a weird dream that I was in North Carolina, and I had Bomber with me, and it was BW versus VTW, and Bomber. We had our guys going against our guys, and I remember that me and Tyler Storm went 1-on-1, and now having that dream, I've been watching him a lot lately, and a lot about him and his, VTW, and I'm starting to realize that we have a lot in common. If you really think about it, we are a lot alike. And I'm like, I gotta face this guy before I'm done completely. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna
yeah.
happen. It's just when
Hopefully,
it's gonna
yeah.
happen.
Like that is one big event everybody I think knows it. Called Best in the Yard. They making a new one, Best in the Yard too. How do you think how you gonna be going down? Hopefully you do.
Oh man, they don't want me there. Uh, it's not that big of a deal. It is, but it isn't. Um, it's their show. My bad. Someone had called me. It's a big show, man. It's a really big show for the community. It's also it's an awesome way to make a name for backyard wrestling and to silence critics with a show like that. But I've stepped on toes of different people in the show a lot of the times, and honestly, when you train and you see a lot about pro wrestling and they tell you everything and you gain a whole lot of knowledge and it just shows you that like it's not about being a being cocky, man. It's not about, oh, I'm the best, he's not the best. It's about, at the end of the day, it's about working with each other. It's about making each other look good. Because if you don't make each other look good, at the end of the day, who's going to want to face you? Who's going to want to work with you? You know what I'm saying? And if no one wants to work with you, who wants you in their company? And if you can't work in a company, then how are you going to get noticed? You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of things. It's a chain reaction. So, but yeah, Best in the Yard's two is gonna be awesome. But I hope to try and face Tyler Storm before Best in the Yard too. Maybe try and do it around spring break or something like that in March or something. Yeah.
You versus anybody in VTW will be an amazing match. you versus anybody in UWE, APW, DRW, BWE, somebody. Cause the BYW, we need you back and wrestle just a tiny bit, and just to see you again. I want to have what called change the topic, and like what called. I want to talk about a little bit about music right now. And you had a couple of music videos on BW. I don't believe you post. I think you deleted them or put it on unlisted. At the
Yeah,
time,
crazy.
uh, it's just a random topic, but I remember how seeing that I was like, okay, he got a wrestling channel and he posted music. And at fine, I remember how I listened to some on SoundCloud, and I got like I don't remember what song, but one song caught me. I was like, okay, I like the beat and how the voices were pretty good. It, uh, do you still make music?
No, I don't. I wasn't at first, and I did it for a second hobby because I had messed my arm up and I was in a cast and I couldn't wrestle, and that's when I retired. I had broke through a window and a lacerated a tendon, and I couldn't wrestle for like they told me I couldn't wrestle for like 6 or 7 months because to let it heal and for physical therapy. Um, So I tried to find something else to do, to occupy my mind until, I was good to go to wrestle. So that's why I did it. I tried it. I was like, oh, let's try this. It seems fun. And I thought that I would do pretty cool. I thought I was pretty good at it. People think this differently about that.
Shoot, fuck.
Oh man, I get it all the time. Everybody in my face, why you mad? I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, it is like so 2 years ago. And I still get a lot of hell for that. Call my phone or why you mad or I got that heat. I'm like, oh my god, they're like will never stop playing me.
Shoot, man. Shit, man. I completely forgot what the next question I had, man. But try to regain my professionalism type. Try to get back on topic. But will you drop a hop? Do you still freestyle a little bit, or you think about freestyling?
Well, what I do, no, I don't freestyle or nothing like that. I shoot music videos. I really like editing and
Yeah.
videos because I have a camera and stuff now. I use it for BW. I actually like. I really like wrestling, but I really do think that I like a lot of the part of it about BW is I really like editing the videos and recording them. Well, I really just recently got good, like probably like 3 or 4 months ago. Like ever since AGW started, I was like really good, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to bring BW back this time so I can represent the same kind of editing I did in AGW and make BW 10 times better than it was before. So that's why I'm excited to bring it back. That's another reason, because of editing and commentating and putting everything together. It's fun. It's fun. Backyard wrestling's fun. I love it.
Uh, totally. I understand. A couple months ago, I couldn't make what call a logo for some events.
Hmm.
I, I found a type out there, and I could make them. I was like, holy hell, this shit is fun, man. And
Yeah.
I've been editing. I have edited it up for the majority. Sometimes my bro do a little bit of the editing, not a lot, cause he a dick. He's a dick. He in the room somewhere. He a dick. But uh, cause I usually do all the editing and all the logo making. Like it's fun. To me, it's very fun. Like you said. Also, bad breed. Uh, shoot. Damn.
I'm here still. I'm listening to you, man.
I know. Right now, I'm trying to come up with a question to ask. Uh, who to you? Who are the best mask guy in BYW?
Mascot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, Secondary characters. I'm gonna be a little selfish here. I'm gonna name about five of them. My favorite five right now. My favorite five, character wise, I really like Lips. I really like Lips a lot. I really think that the guy that plays that character does a really good job at playing it, and he doesn't, show signs of other characters while he's playing the character. I really, really do like that character. And another character I like is Joe Cool. Cool character. I like that one too. I like Daisy a lot. I've always liked Daisy. I think that Daisy puts on better matches than Brother Cam does. Um, and I like Tyler Dragon. I really like Tyler Dragon a lot. I'm a, I like him more than I like myself. Probably love Tyler Dragon. Awesome character. And another character, there's a lot of good characters out there, man. But another character that I'll do like is think hmm I really like the anonymous character. A lot of people are taking on the character or using the character, but I really do like it. I like how it's spread it. How it's spread. Spread it. What the hell am I talking about? Spread.
Yeah, because they like anonymous, homecoming, like that type stuff. Like it's spreading like this anonymous is like we'll call some type of cult and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trying to stop the bad, and now that is spreading like Ebola. And now what they gonna do? Huh? Cause like that almost everywhere on BYW, it calmed down a little bit, just like Ebola did. It calmed down, and now hopefully, I mean like some of them good, but like sometimes they just owned out just to fulfill what called a job or match for no reason at all. But
Hey, I gotta go soon, so I want to say something before I leave, man.
uh,
I really like what you're doing here. It's a good way to help make a name for yourself and to get to know people and to get to talk to people, and see how they are. I think it's really cool. Never thought of doing it. I don't think I ever will, but I like what you're doing here. Continue to do it. In wrestling wise, in backyard wrestling, just there's always going to be criticism, always going to be criticism. Just always be ready to take the criticism. Don't take the criticism as bad, like bad judgment, or don't take someone's criticism and hate them for criticizing you. Take the criticism as motivation, and to work on things that they're telling you that so-called suck or isn't good. you know don't don't worry about everybody else. This is what I have to say to everyone. Don't worry. This is one thing that I did wrong too. Don't worry about what anybody else has to think about you or has to say about you or what anybody else is doing. Worry about your company. Worry about bringing your company to new heights. And I can promise you, once you start worrying about yourself and your company and how to promote it better or how to make the wrestling better, how to make the quality, the product, the editing better, it's going to be better. You're gonna grow your viewership, and it's gonna happen. Just it's bound to happen. So that's what I'm saying. Like, focus on yourself, focus on making your company the best, and it's gonna work. Get to know.
th- thanks. Uh, Coming from you, that means a lot to me. Uh, badly, do you got like since you bad sign off? You got anything else to promote?
Mm, Only thing I can promote is February or January. Sorry, January the 16th. I got my second show. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but we'll send pictures. I will try to get more video footage. I'll be there. It's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. January 10th was supposed to be the return of BW, but just give us a couple days. It's gonna happen. I promise. And another thing, you know, subscribe to BW. And that's really all I have to promote. Subscribe to BW. We're coming back soon, eventually within the next week or two, and I got some shows coming up the next 3-4 months down the line, and I can't wait to wrestle. And, thanks for having me on here, man.
Uh, No, thank you for coming on. That how I always say to all my guests, thank you for coming on. Like without you, I couldn't really do it. But I love talking to BYW people, even though I'm very antisocial usually.
Yeah,
Thanks for being on.
no problem.
Uh,
No thanks.
come. What call? I'm promote. I'm not even gonna promote TWF right now. Even though we're gonna be coming back maybe next week or maybe the next two with another new episode with our new general manager, I'm gonna save that because that on true right now. Okay, I'm not gonna promote TWF at all. I promise. TWF episode 70, it coming out sooner or later. I'm not gonna promote it. I need to stop it. It's like an ad. I can't skip it though. Okay, But now I'm making a pay-per-view event type thing for LBW called Companies Rising. This is where the company's gonna make their name all the way into the BYW community. We got a self-made open challenge. We got a Shack and one head guy from FNW taking on in a shotgun caught match. Right now we just doing everything, and I'm gonna be there once again. I'm gonna continue my winning streak over there at FBW. I'm gonna be doing all the editing, commentating. Hell, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna promote the hell out of it.
That's what you gotta do.
Batteries, thanks for being on. Say your catchphrase, and then I'm gonna say, man, then we can get out of here, man.
My name is the Battery, and I don't lose.
And my name is
Hold up.
Miss.
Switch it up. This ain't Battery, but my name is Brother Reed, and Black Lives do matter.
My name is Mr. Oh yeah, Mr. Fighting for gold, Mr. Still your spotlight in tonight has been a very special night here on the Oh Yeah podcast. Thanks.
All right.
Peace.